Yo, what's happening, YouTube? Thank y'all for being here once again. I appreciate it. Now, on this video, I want to talk about something that separates those that succeed from those who just stay in a loop, stay stuck in a loop, right? And that's courage, right? So no matter what your goals are, whether it's starting a business or starting your fitness journey or pursuing a dream career, or even improving your relationships that you have, man, courage is going to take you a long way, man. That's going to determine whether you succeed or not. And so it's not intelligence, it's not talent, it's not even luck, but it's courage that pushes you forward, man, when setbacks happen or when fear tries to hold you back. So let's talk about it, man. Courage is going to help you get over your self-doubt. It's going to help you get over that imposter syndrome that you may have. And we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about how it is essential for your success and how you can develop unshakable courage and confidence along the way. So when you hear the word courage, what usually comes to mind, and for me, is soldiers on the battlefield, or like a firefighter running into a burning building. I think about those movies like 300 or Saving Private Ryan, where you see the soldiers in the trenches and they're fighting the war or whatever. And that is like courage. Really, that's like unshakable bravery. But most of the time in our everyday lives, courage is just about courage isn't about life and death situations, right? Most of the time for us, courage is just about, from day to day, it's about making decisions that help you step outside your comfort zone, right? Whether it's like applying for a job, like I spoke about before, applying for a job because even though you might be scared of rejection, speaking up for yourself when it feels uncomfortable to do so, whether it's investing in yourself when you're unsure about an outcome, you might not know how things are going to work out, but you still invest in yourself. Whether it's just picking yourself up and dusting yourself off when you fall, man, getting back up again, being resilient, when setbacks happen. That's what courage is about. Courage isn't about being fearless. It's about doing things in spite of fear, despite fear, right? It's what separates successful people from those who just stay stuck in the loop, who just stay in their comfort zone. Right? You're not going to be successful if you're not courageous enough to even try to even start something, right? So the harsh truth is, most people fail because they lack the courage. Most people don't reach their goals because they are always stuck in fear, even when they don't even realize that it is fear, right? Fear of failure keeps people from trying. Fear of judgment stops people from even putting themselves out there or sharing their ideas with the world. Fear of uncertainty a lot of the times keeps people in jobs that they don't like. It keeps people in relationships that they shouldn't be in, or just keeps people in situations that they absolutely hate. They do that because of fear, and a lot of times people don't realize that it is fear, but that's what it is. I always hear people talking about, this is one of the biggest things I've heard, man, because I work a job, and you hear people at the jobs, and even past jobs that I had, people always complain about the job. And I'm always thinking, if you really hate the job that much, why aren't you looking for another job or trying to learn a new skill to gain more experience in what you really want to do? A lot of times people just want to complain, man, and that fear is what's holding them back from even trying to do something else, because they feel like they're scared to start over, whatever that means. They're afraid to take a step back or two steps back in order to propel themselves forward, because a lot of times you do have to take a step back in order to get to course correct and get on a new track, and people are afraid of that, and so that holds them back. But if you think about it, man, you think about anybody think about this, anybody that that you admire, you might admire, you can know them personally, or it could be a celebrity, an athlete, or something like that. Think about it. Do you think that they got where they are by playing it safe? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is absolutely not. They had to put themselves out there. They had to have the courage to try something. And it's the same for you. You're going to have the courage to step out there. You're going to have the courage to start that thing that you want to do. You're going to have the courage to take the step backwards in order to move forward. And most people, to be honest, really ain't built like that. You know, they get to where they at and they comfortable with it. They have a check coming in every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, monthly, or whatever, and they comfortable. They're not going to step outside their comfort zone. They're just going to complain. And that fear is going to keep them right where they're at. You're not going to grow like that. So if you are one of these people who may be apprehensive about taking the next step in your journey, and you feel like you lack courage, let's talk about how you can build like unshakable courage. Like, here are the steps. So step 1 is start small. You got to start small. Like, courage isn't built overnight. It's like a muscle that you got to work, right? The more you use it, the better you're going to get at it. You know, you got to start small. Start with like, let's say a lot of people's have a fear of public speaking. If that's the case, start speaking up in the meetings, you know, or start saying yes to new opportunities, or try something new even if you're nervous about it. When it comes to trying something new, I want to skydive one day, right? I've always wanted to do skydiving. And I know that I'm going to be like scared shitless when I get up in the plane, but something that I want to try. It doesn't have to be that extreme, but what I'm saying is try something new. And what that does is it puts you in position to meet new people, right? And it's going to give you like life experience. So go out, try that improv class that you've been thinking about trying, or start a YouTube channel, or join a boxing gym, right? But just start trying something new. Put yourself out there more. Go up to that chick that you think is giving you choosing signals and holler at her. You know, you got to put yourself out there in order to gain what you don't have already. Step 2 is to reframe fear as growth. Instead of thinking about the fear of failure, start thinking about what's the worst that can happen, man. Because even if you do fail, you're going to gain life experience. You're going to gain wisdom. You're going to be able to use that going forward in your journey in life. Step 3 is to take action before you're ready. Now, a lot of people be wanting to wait for the right time to do certain things. And you're never going to be 100% ready. And so that's a myth. You're never going to feel 100% ready, because especially if you're trying something new, that doesn't even make sense. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you don't know. So you have to start before you're ready, and that's going to give you the momentum to keep going. So start before you're ready, man. It's never going to be a perfect time. If you're waiting for the perfect time, you're going to always be waiting, right? You're going to be waiting forever. So courage is an action. Courage comes from taking action. It's action based. You can't just build courage. It's like confidence. You can't just say you're confident without doing something to be confident, right? Confidence comes from taking action and getting better at the action that you're taking over time. Same thing with courage. Courage comes from doing something that you got to face fear, facing fear head on, something that you kind of scared of doing, and continuously doing that until you get better and better at it. That's what courage comes from. So it's action based. So always start before you're ready. You're never going to be ready. So just start. And step 4, surround yourself with other courageous people, other like-minded people. You may have to find a new friend group, man. They say, cliche, that you are the culmination of the people that you hang around the most. The 5 people that you hang around the most, you're going to be the 6th one of them. Like, you're going to be a combination of those people. So if those people are fearful, if those people are always negative, if those people are always gossiping and not doing anything worth, anything productive, then you're going to be one of those people if you're constantly hanging around those people. So try to get around people who are pushing the boundaries. Try to get around people who are taking risks and willing to push you also. because you're gonna grow faster like that. When you're around, like, iron sharpens iron, as they say. So try to find some, try to get in the friend group who are like-minded in that sense, and that'll help you grow. So my challenge to you is, what's one thing that you can be courageous in doing this week, or even after you watch this video today? Finally, whether it's finally starting the YouTube channel, or starting that project that you've been putting off, whether it's reaching out to somebody who inspires you, or letting go of your fear and just taking a leap of faith. What is it that you can be courageous on today? So with that said, this is Art versus Arteria, and it's you versus you. So do what you got to do to make your life the best it can be. And until next time, I'll see y'all, man. Peace. Remember, life is too short to play it safe. So get out there, man. Put yourself out there. Start putting yourself out there. You'll get better. You'll get better. You'll get more courageous. You'll get more confidence. And I'm out with that said. Peace.